YouTube, welcome back. Dub Digital, crypto news, macro, trends. Give me a subscribe if you appreciate the content. I'm bringing you the hottest crypto content straight to your YouTube feed. And if that's not happening, click that bell icon. Today, I'm going to bestow upon you what I believe is a gem. Hailing all the way from Southeast Asia, that's Tomochain. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this one. Let's get to it. Alright guys, we got TOMO BTC pulled up on the chart here. Let's check it out. So not too much charting going on because I want to show you how just basic it is to try to identify triangle breakouts. Go from a cyclical top, cyclical low, at the point of which they meet, forms your structure. If you need 3 lines, there you go. Triangle. What do we know about triangles, guys? They're patterns of consolidation and accumulation. So we had this quick run up in December 2019. That was about 180%. Then shortly following, this asset fell 55%. Let's just throw a retracement on the sucker so we can see exactly what this means in terms of Fibonacci levels. Fell right into the golden pocket, the 61.8 Fibonacci level, guys. And you see how it was ranging. It was in there. People are accumulating. Let me take the fib off so you guys can see it a little better. So we start having higher highs and higher lows, squeezing into a triangle pattern right here. So it's a triangle, guys, within a triangle. But if you notice, we had a divergence of the price and the volume. The price is lifting up, volume's going sideways. That's not characteristic of authentic price action. Therefore, we see a quick fallout of that triangle structure. The drop was about 42% approximately to the lowest point. Okay guys, I put negative oil here because I'm a macro investor, and if you're new to this channel, I look at everything. I look at oil, I look at precious metals, I look at the dollar, jobs numbers, money supply. But you got to know, crypto is still a small market, guys. There's a lot of bigger markets that affect it. And when something like oil going negative, understand what that means. The oil that you use, it was worth more not to own it. They were giving you 40 bucks per barrel of oil. People were freaked out. They're like, what is this? What is going on? Boom, they start selling stuff because it's like everyone's thinking the sky's gonna fall down on us. But it's not a Tomochain problem, guys. You look at Bitcoin, same thing. Ethereum, same thing. Name your favorite altcoin, same thing. Look at silver, same thing. Look at gold, same thing. It's a macro issue that's still plaguing us to this day. And then it ranged for approximately 3 months. I became very aware of Tomochain around this area, so June of 2020, okay, because I started seeing these higher lows lifting up. And that's something that screams to me like parabola type explosive action. Keeps lifting up subtly into what almost gets into a fever. I entered my first Tomochain position around and I ran up about 116%. I sold half of my position here, so I get a free position. Pulled it out in BTC and I'm ready to reinvest in another coin to keep compounding my portfolio faster and faster and faster. I could take all the risk out of this investment. You know what? Why wouldn't I? And that's one of the techniques you can employ to help make investing a little less stressful. After the initial impulse up, the highest point of the wick went about 173%. So that's not a bad day for a day's work, y'all. That impulse from the breakout to the peak was about 49 days to play out. The next 24 days or so, this price came crashing down about 57 to 60%. And guys, would you call this a big move? Would you say that this was pretty explosive? We know that there's laws that dictate the universe in charting and physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Hard up, hard down, and now it's trying to find equilibrium. We went through extremes on both ends of the spectrum. Let's throw a fib retracement on here to understand how deep this thing corrected. What do we find out here? If you follow this channel, you know that I always talk about the 61.8 Fibonacci level. Blue area here is what we call the golden pocket, because the theory is when things go up, they go down, but eventually they go up if you're in an uptrend. What do we see? The price got caught in this golden pocket here twice. Dip back again. Dip back again. Do you see how this works, guys? However, I believe I found a fractal in this sucker. We're gonna plot it. We're gonna go through it. Okay, Dub Digital, that's cool, but what the heck is Tomochain? You ain't tell me what Tomochain is. I'ma get to it right now. Let's go see the use case that Tomochain offers the market here and how I like to diversify my investments, not only from different types of blockchains and systems, but geographically all over the world. Let's get into it. Tomochain, 2 chains. The efficient blockchain powered by proof-of-stake voting consensus, scalable proof-of-stake voting blockchain in mainnet with product lines focusing on real-world usage. All my professional experiences in traditional business, and that is definitely a traditional business sound and phrase I've ever seen one. Just from this wording, I could tell these guys are focused on utility they can offer enterprises. Let's dive into it. What are some of the features of Tomochain? Tomochain blockchain and product ecosystems enable development of high-performance blockchain projects. An array of original features and protocols such as designed to support speed, privacy, usability, and liquidity needs all in one platform. It's an ecosystem that reduces the friction that's commonly experienced using blockchain technology. Because what did I say, guys? We're in a different type of bull run coming down the line where we're going to get some corporate adoption. And corporations don't want these half-baked solutions that may be decentralized, may be perfect for a store of value or a kind of digital money, but it's not good for conducting business processes because it's impractical. Scalable and fast blockchain mainnet, pay fee with any token, developer-friendly platform, privacy-enabled transaction, launch a DEX in minutes. Whoa, security enhancement. And here they go, advertising to different firms, different companies to build on top of Tomochain because it's just easier to do so. Our mission is to accelerate the onboarding of millions of users by empowering today's applications and technology that mask the friction of blockchain. Bingo. All while retaining its underlying benefits. Some of their partners are definitely named household crypto names that you've heard of. Chainlink, CoinGecko, Neo. That's a big one. We got to talk about that. Thorchain, Band Protocol, Mantra DAO, Sleeping Giant, Contentos. They're listed on many major exchanges as well. Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Changely, Uniswap, Bikey. But most importantly, they have their own exchange, guys. Tomo DEX. We're going to jump into it. Dub Digital, why do you call this an ecosystem though, man? It just looks like a blockchain to me. Check it out. They have different applications, different protocols built on this chain already. Tomo X, which allows you to launch DEX in minutes with a click. It's crazy. Tomo Z, pay fee with any tokens. I think that's one of the most painful things you gotta deal with blockchain is to have a token before you can spend a token. It's like the chicken and the egg. Don't make no sense. Then Tomo P, protect users' privacy. And I was combing through Tomochain's Twitter feed here and I found this graphic that beautifully explains how these different protocols are used and the benefits they give the Tomochain ecosystem. Moral of this chart should be, Tomochain is forward thinking. Tomochain is trying to anticipate the pain points of the user. They're trying to reduce that because they understand that lots of blockchain aren't addressing that. Human psychology within economics is pretty simple. People flow to the path of least resistance. Tomochain is trying to provide that path of least resistance. Could launch a whole exchange, a decentralized exchange in minutes, which I think is pretty revolutionary. And then allows the users a level of privacy, but also allows for regulatory bodies to get the information they need. Some people would say that that's not a positive. This is a chain that's trying to play within the rules of the current system. We're going to talk about how this coin is indirectly tied to the Chinese national blockchain system. Let's get back to the chart and plot that frack. What's up? Fancy seeing you here. That this area here will play out again over here. So basically we had an ascending triangle that fell out of bed, fell down and corrected about 50%. And if history tends to rhyme, I'm going to look for the same pattern to play out. Pretty as simple as that. All right, guys, so let's pull up the fib tool and do this thing. All right, guys, so you see this first drop is pretty nasty. Fell about 54% and then ranged right here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and dropped approximately 37%. As you see here, I think that we could also re-enter this territory. Let's get this thing plotted up here. So I think something like this could occur, okay, guys? So we'll be ranging for, until probably the end of the year in this kind of, this ascending triangle right here. It can go either one of two ways. I know it's kind of lame for me to say that, but I gotta be honest with you guys. Look, this drop occurred because something historic happened that's never occurred in history. That pulled the price down, but typically ascending triangles are positive. They're bullish pattern. If something crazy happens again, this thing will dip back down, and I'll show you what it could look like. Basically what I did was I took this area here and scaled it to the larger structure because this is in fact a larger structure, right? It could be ranging for probably until first quarter of next year after this drop. That could be somewhere around 41%. If God did bless us with a chance to get some more of this Tomochain. Okay, guys, anywhere in this green area is looking like a good opportunity for me to pick up some more Tomochain. Top of the area here is 6,726 Satoshis, and then on the bottom of the area is 4,086 Satoshis. I average in a move, so I just lower my cost basis because this is crypto, man. It goes up hard, it goes up fast. What can I say? That's going to happen again. If this is a fractal and the history in the past plays out again in the future, somewhere around mid next year, we're looking at 200 plus, 300 plus % on this coin going up. And this is the exponential nature of crypto. So whether it takes off now or later, all we know is Tomochain, just like the rest of crypto, is probably suffering price-wise more than it really deserves to. These guys are trying to solve a real problem that blockchain just hasn't been able to give its enterprise customers. And unless you guys have been living under a rock, you know that China has been kicking it up in gear, getting its national blockchain system together. It's using a coalition of different coins. It's using a coalition of coins that it's leaking out over time. These are not all of them, but I know they are Tezos, Quark Chain, and Neo. If you've been around since the last bull run, you know the nickname for Neo was basically the Chinese Ethereum. Let's go over and look at some of the news that's transpired since then. Nah, Dub Digital, you tripping, bro. That's all conspiracy stuff, bro. Chinese crypto Neo founder says he was tapped by authorities for advice before China banned. If you guys know anything about crypto in 2017, China brought the whole bull market down by banning it. That was messed up, man. This was dated September 26, 2017. Fast forward 3 years, July 23rd, 2020, Neo to partner with China's blockchain service network to overcome major barriers for blockchain adoption. Bang. 3 years later, China's working with Neo. Now they're starting to roll things out. Actually mention and name coins they're working with because they're getting close. But Dub Digital, how does this play into Tomochain, man? This is a different coin. You tripping? I'm not tripping, guys, because Tomochain is working with Neo. If Tomochain is working with Neo, that means they at least plan to be compatible with Neo. And the way I see it moving forward, Neo is like the gateway. It's the chosen one, y'all, for the Chinese digital economy. And if you know anything about macroeconomics and geopolitics, China's like a rising dragon, y'all, and it's about to pounce all digitally all up on the world. Tomochain, being a Southeast Asian project, is not trying to fight Neo, is trying to collaborate with them. They're able to actually create some kind of symbiosis between Tomochain and China. That's going to be a lot of transactions occurring, especially if China uses Tomochain as a way to get access to other liquidity markets throughout Southeast Asia. That's just a little idea that I have been brewing in my head, a little investment thesis, not financial advice. All right, guys, that was a quick one. Wanted to bring you my analysis on Tomochain because I like the way these guys think, removing the technical friction for corporate clients, so it makes it almost like a no-brainer for them to operate within the Tomochain ecosystem. Also, that one-click decentralized exchange creator, that's going to be a game changer. If you appreciate the content, give me a subscribe. Dub Digital, crypto news, macro trends. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.